All right, so here's why your calorie deficit isn't working and you're not losing weight. It's honestly really a simple answer, and it comes down to one of three things. First, you don't know how to properly calculate your caloric needs for each day. There are a ton of online calorie calculators, and they'll have you plug in your height, weight, gender, age, activity level, all that stuff, and they'll give you a number that says, okay, this is your maintenance calories for a day given all these inputs. But a lot of them aren't as precise as they should be. Some are better than others, but none of them are the actual precise number that you need. So for example, let's say you put in your information, it says your maintenance calories for any given day is 2,000 calories. So the way you can check if those 2,000 calories that calculator gave you is your actual maintenance calories is you weigh yourself, and then for a week straight you eat exactly 2,000 calories, and at the end of the week, if you are the same weight, those 2,000 calories that the calculator gave you are your maintenance calories. If you lose weight, then that 2,000 calories is above your maintenance. And if you gain weight, the 2,000 calories is below your maintenance, okay? The second reason why your calorie deficit might not be working is because you're no longer in a calorie deficit. So if you're eating in a calorie deficit for a month, you're going to lose weight over that month. And then you're eventually going to reach the point where your new maintenance calories is the same amount of calories that you've been eating where you thought you were in a deficit. So then you're now going to have to decrease the calories more to continue to lose weight. And the last reason why your calorie deficit isn't working is by far the most common amongst all people and my clients is you don't know how, or you are not properly tracking the food you eat. You don't know how to weigh your food properly, okay? Everyone thinks they're in a calorie deficit and you can eyeball it. No. You either have to spend a week or two, maybe even 3, precisely tracking your food using a food scale and getting it to a T. And you don't have to do it forever, but once you learn how to do it, and once you learn how many calories are in a certain amount of food at a certain amount of weight, and you kind of build that experience, then you can go off of that. But for everyone, I recommend that you really should learn how to just track your food and weigh it the right way for a couple of weeks. That way you're sure and you know exactly what you're doing and you know exactly what you're putting in your body. Because if you're off by 50 grams for a high calorie food, that can be the difference between like 100, 200, 300 calories, and it can totally throw off your deficit by just one food. My whole goal is to simplify fitness and nutrition for you guys, so give me a follow if that sounds interesting to you, and have a great day.